is Karen Kanefsky. I have known Karen for a little while, and you guys, she just lights up any room that she comes into. She's got a couple amazing stories. I asked her to be on as I heard these stories not long ago. We were on a webinar together. So, Karen, if you want to come on and share your stories, I would love to have you.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hi. Thank you so much, Kelly, for inviting me on to share a couple stories. I appreciate that very much. Okay, so I'm going to start my stories with just how do I even think of what cards I'm going to send that day. And I am in the habit of sending cards every day. It's just, I wake up and it's what I do. I find something to celebrate in someone's life. And I've done it for years and it just makes me feel great. But the what you get back is pretty amazing too. So this card is one that I have a friend, her name is Cheryl, and she actually lost her dog a while ago. And she finally broke down and got a brand new puppy, which I saw this on Facebook and I just downloaded that picture and I made this card. And I wrote the card and it said, Cheryl, congratulations on finding another precious puppy to love. Poppy is absolutely adorable. The bond you share will continue to strengthen with each passing day as you embark on countless adventures together. Wishing you and Poppy a future filled with boundless love, unforgettable moments, and cherished companionship. May your days be filled with laughter, cuddles, and the sheer joy of having another four-legged friend by your side. With love and puppy snuggles, Karen. Well, I sent her this card, and I got a text in a few days later. And on that text, it said, oh my goodness, you sent me the most wonderful card. I love it. So I'm reading you the text. And that was on a Sunday. And I just said, thank you so much. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. And might I say, you can go to the next pictures. You will see on the left-hand top side, she sent me that picture that day, how she displayed it. And she was so proud. And she said, I've displayed it. And then on Tuesday, that was Sunday, on Tuesday, I get another email. Text. I am so bummed. I should not have displayed the card on the wall unit. And as you can see why, there you go. She goes, well, Poppy read her card. I said, then she writes to me, could you please make me another so I can save it? I'm happy to pay for a duplicate. And I just thought that was just amazing. And so then sending a duplicate is very easy because you get all your history, which is fabulous. And I just found the card and you can hit resend and boom, out it goes. So I sent her and she gets the card. And a few days later, she says, thank you, you're the best. And she has to send me another picture of one high up on a different shelf where she now keeps her puppy card. So that was a very special. Obviously, this meant really a lot to her for her to, show me what happened and ask me to, and right up there with the pictures of her family. So I felt quite blessed by that. So that was one of my stories. And this is the next story. So there's a gentleman that I've known. Well, I knew him when he was a kid. Actually, we went to school together, and his name is Stephen. And Steve, we sort of knew each other in school, then we didn't know each other for a long time. And then eventually we became friends through, I would visit back to my hometown, which was Baltimore. And I see him, believe it or not, when I would visit, I stayed in a hotel that had a gym and he was a member there. And we started talking, got his information. I always got his birthday because I love sending out birthday cards. So anyway, I sent him cards for years after that. And I sent him birthday cards and holiday cards and different things. But this particular day, I was on my Facebook and I saw that his son got engaged. And the pictures are stunning. He asked his woman friend, Ellie, his son asked his friend Ellie on the top of this rooftop restaurant in Washington, D.C. How gorgeous is that? So I put that on the front of the card. I didn't write anything on it. I just thought, oh, that picture just says everything. And then when you open it, you can see it says, she said yes, and the beautiful couple, and just wrote a very short note congratulating them and wishing them the best. And sent it off, didn't think twice about it. Now, this gentleman happened to be the father who I sent it to, happens to be work in marketing for pretty large companies. Well, I don't think he's ever called me, honestly. Well, he found my phone number and he called me up and he said, okay, I get it now. He goes, you've been sending me cards for years. I was so moved by this. And he basically said to me, I'm so moved by it. He gave it a name. He calls these kind of cards the one-offs. And he says, this isn't a stock card. This isn't something that is sending out to everybody. He goes, my companies that I work with are going to start sending one-offs, which always cracked me up. So he just keeps introducing me to people, all the time. And, it's made a huge difference in his life and in my life. And we actually work together and we do calls together. It's sort of fun. So that's my stories.
I love that, right? It's amazing the connection that you can build, and no matter what business you're in, right? He calls them the one-offs card, we call them the heartfelt prompting cards, right? But it's that top of mind awareness and that connection, celebrating other people, their families, their lives, is what makes them think of you, right? No longer as, oh, you're a business person trying to sell something, but someone that truly cares. And you know what? I want to help them.
Right. He recognized that when that came. He's like, okay, this is what we need to do. This is what brings the relationships of people together. And when you're in a business, the whole goal is about the relationships of the people and having the trust and the respect and the caring. And then,
right. It's all about building that connection. So
yeah,
Karen, thank you so much for coming on and sharing your stories with us this evening. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.